Hey guys, and welcome back again to my channel. Glass Space here. If this is the first time you're seeing this beauty, thank you for stopping by to watch this video. And if this is not the first time, thank you so much for always coming by to watch my videos. Okay, yeah, I know it's been a little bit, I've not really posted. Guys, I'm so sorry for the inconsistency. A lot has happened this period. Baby girl has been so busy, so busy. Okay, so pardon. Today I am in my mom zone. I am in that mom spirit, mom vibe, everything mom. All right, so I just thought, okay, why not make a video around the topic that has to do with motherhood, okay, motherly care and monitoring of children, the kind of things. And that's what is informing this video, guys. So today, if you've already seen the title or my thumbnail, you can already tell that we're talking about bedwetting in toddlers. Okay, now if you're an adult and you're still bedwet, that's fine. You can still watch this video and pick one or two from it. But of course, you know that little children is like almost like a normal, in fact, it's actually a normal thing for them to bedwet up to a certain age. But did you know that you can pre-train your child to stop bedwetting faster than usual or normal? Okay, it's actually possible that you can train your child from a younger age to practice waking up on their own to go, and we have actually done that and it has worked for my first child. My son is actually 3 years plus, he's not yet 4. Okay, he'll be 4 in August, and he can already wake up on his own to tell you, mommy, I want to read. Okay, whatever it is he wants to do in the middle of the night, he wakes up now on his own. The journey started some time ago, and so these are the tips I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. So if you're somebody who is interested in this kind of content, then you need to keep watching. So like I said before, for kids, okay, from the ages of course 0 to say 7, 8, it is quite normal for them to keep bedwetting once in a while, okay, except it's an everyday thing, then it's somewhat like a problem, okay, but once in a while they can actually bedwet. It's considered medically normal. But do you also know that it is quite hereditary? So before you go and start popoing your child, of course you know what I mean by that if you're from this part of the world where I'm from, okay, so don't rush to popo your child, okay guys. First of all, you should ask yourself, when did you stop bedwetting? Okay, some of these things sometimes they're quite hereditary, okay, you can do your own research on that, but you can also culture your child pre-time to learn, okay. You know, these children now, they come, like they say, tabula rasa. Yeah, it is what you teach them that they'll grow up with. So if you mold them earlier on, they'll grow with it, and then you can rest faster. Not really, because of course you cannot maybe afford diapers, okay, but it's actually a stress even on the children. You imagine it now as an adult that you're wearing diaper every day, every night to sleep. It's not easy. But I also know that it's not easy for some parents too to wake up to the reality that they should start training their children. Some parents are just not ready for the whole training, okay. Even for potty training, it's quite difficult. Some parents would really prefer to wear their 4-year-old, 5-year-old diapers because they don't want them to soil their chair or their bed with poo or wee or something. But guys, I'm talking of the night time now, okay. I'm not really delving into the whole daytime diaper wearing. I'm talking of night time, okay. Training for kids, I think you can start from say 3 years. That's fair, okay, around the period when you maybe want to stop the child from wearing diapers. So we are going to be delving straight into the tips that I have for you today that can help you train your child to stop bedwetting in time. The first thing you want to do, guys, is to discipline you. Yes, I know, but you have to discipline yourself first as the parent. You have to be self-disciplined for you to discipline that child. And by discipline, I mean molding, training, okay, not disciplining on top level, okay. Now, if you are not disciplined, there is no way you can instill that into your child. And the kind of discipline I'm talking about here is for you to determine that this is what you want to achieve at the end of so time with this child, okay, and you are ready to put in the work and everything that comes with it, because trust me, it is not an easy one, okay. It wasn't easy for me at first, but when you start it and then you keep on going, you get used to it, because you're going to be stressing yourself. Yes, that's the truth. If I tell you that it's going to be like, then I'm lying to you, okay. You are actually going to put in some work to see that these children grow to this point where they can be independent and alert even while they're sleeping, such that when they're pressed, they can actually wake up on their own to either wake somebody else, help you to the toilet, or go themselves, okay, depending on their age. All right, so guys, amongst many other things, one of the first key things you need to do is to modify how and when they eat and what they eat per time, okay, both solid and liquid. All right, so you need to give yourself a time limit when they can no longer take liquids, especially. All right, and what it is they have as their last meal and what time of the day they eat it is also very crucial. You don't want to be feeding your child with something that will make them thirsty and you're giving them that food late in the night. They will definitely want to drink water, and of course they need water for digestion and hydration. Okay, so if you want to avoid their boils being full with liquid, you need to feed them in time and give them adequate water in time so that they can actually urinate before bed. Okay, urinating at least twice before going to bed will make sure that they have a better night rest. Okay, not waking up all the time in the night to read. So basically you need to have a time when they can no longer have meals, or especially liquids at night, so that they won't have a full bladder. And like I've said earlier, you need to make it a rule for them to always urinate before going to bed. It is actually a very good step forward. Okay, let them urinate before going to bed. Even if they fall asleep, maybe in the couch or something, make sure you take them to the bathroom for them to actually urinate before they go to bed to sleep. Okay, yeah, they're sleepy and all, but let them first of all go to wee before they climb the bed to sleep. Okay, it will really help a lot. Another key thing that I did that really helped me was that I had to change a lot of things for my son, apart from the fact that he needed to maybe stop taking water at a certain time of the day. Okay, I also made sure that for this time I was training him, he no longer slept in his room. Okay, I made sure he slept in my room just next to my bed. I'm going to be showing us a video either here or here where with the kind of bed he sleeps on. Okay, and is this normal student bed? All right, so I had to get one of that for him, and he was no longer sleeping in the main bed. Because tell me the truth, don't you feel tired taking out a whole bed outside to sun simply because I know a lot of you will use Macintosh on your big bed? All right, but guys, when you go to the hospital, does that thing feel comfortable on your skin? Does it feel right sleeping on a Macintosh? Talk more of a child whose skin is tender. I feel bad giving my son a Macintosh to sleep on, like the normal Macintosh. I don't know if I'll be okay making him pass through that. All right, because I want to make him sleep on a big bed. Sometimes I also feel like, why giving him a small bed to sleep? But it's just for a time being. Okay, I had to make him sleep on that small bed, and I actually bought a bed cover that is actually waterproof. Okay, like it doesn't let water into it. It's thin like that, like normal bed sheets. Okay, it's just that if you pour water on it, it just I felt very comfortable getting that one for him. I'll be showing us a B-roll of that as well, and that has helped a lot, so that in case of eventualities, of course they're kids, okay, please cut them some slack. They are definitely going to disappoint you once or twice. Okay, it's actually normal. Okay, especially that first period when you're trying to groom the child, okay, to get used to it. They are going to actually bedwet sometimes even before you remember to wake up, and that is going to lead us into the next thing on my list, and that is setting an alarm. Now this part of it is not easy, guys. It is actually one of the daunting parts of this training process as a parent. Okay, you need to set an alarm in the room where you're sleeping with your kid, so that you yourself can wake up. Of course, you've had a long day, maybe you go to work, or even if you were a stay-at-home mom, you've been working, you've been doing chores, you've been organizing and even thinking of planning for the family. So that time when you want to sleep, of course, now you're not a magician, you really fall maybe deeply asleep if you're the deep sleeping type, but generally you need an alarm to help you wake up. And this is the trick I used. Okay, I set my alarm at intervals. The moment my son sleeps, I know he has slept, I will set an alarm for 2 hours after that time, and set another alarm for 2 hours after that time. Of course, you can modify it and tell you how. Now, when I wake him up after 2 hours of sleep, it means you will be waking up now, right? Of course, but that's why you need an alarm, so that you can always check when you're waking up from sleep. Okay, now at that point when you want to wake up, the alarm will definitely help you. You wake up and you wake your child to go and wee. And while you're doing this, please don't raise the child up from sleep. Please, I was taught this, and it's really, really crucial. When you want to wake a sleeping child, you don't just carry them. You tap them, call their name. This thing, I don't know, but see, it helps a lot. Call the child by his or her name and tap them. When they regain consciousness somehow, you see that maybe they're even responding or something, then you pick the child up. Don't just carry the child from the sleep to the bathroom and say, "We." No, you're not helping that child, okay? You tap the child, call the child by name, so that the child wakes up into consciousness, and then you make the child to walk. Don't carry the child. As long as that child can walk, let the child walk, okay, to the bathroom to wee. Tell them wee. Now help them keep on sounding. Sometimes they might still be falling asleep. Tell them wee, okay. Just keep waking them up, wee until the child wees. Then you take the child back to bed. Like not carrying, leaving the child back to bed. Let the child actually walk back to bed. You are actually telling the child, okay, you're passing a message to their brain that they should wake up, walk to somewhere to go and wee, and when they're done, they have to walk back to bed. It's a gradual process. Okay, it's a gradual process. It's a gradual process. Some children sleep deeper than others. Okay, so it will take you a little bit of time and practice. Okay, but you can do it. You can definitely do it. Okay, guys. So don't give up. Don't relent. Okay, if by the time you get this done for a few weeks, you see that there is a drastic difference. Okay, so now this was what I did with my son. First of all, I was keeping him on that little bed just next to my bed. I attached this bed to my own bed so that I'm just at the edge of the bed and he's right there next to me down there. So in case he wants to wake up, you know, to tap me, I'm just next to him. So you just, mommy, I want to read. And I was waiting for that day when my son was going to do that. Eventually he did. Okay, it wasn't easy, it was really stressful. Now there are some days when you wake them up and they'll tell you, like my son, you tell you, mommy, I don't want to read. I will beg and beg, please read. I don't want to read. I don't want to read. You will not kill the child. Okay, I will take him back to bed. From that point when he's telling you he doesn't want to read, which is 2 hours after he slept, okay, I will set another 1 hour 30 minutes, not 2 hours this time. I have to practice his own time. Your child's time may be different. Okay, there are children that read every hour. By the time you learn for the first 1 week, you know what to do for the second week. Okay, so that was how I practiced until he also grew to the point where he now stayed longer. Okay, I now understood that. Okay, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he was staying longer. If I wake him up after 2 hours, he will not read. Then I'll set another 1 hour 30 minutes. He still won't read. Okay, then the next one I'll set is an hour. And that time then he will read. Okay, so I used to do that, and then I made a mistake. There was a time when I made a mistake of letting, maybe by the time it's 5, maybe I woke him up by 2:30. I'll be like, okay, you soon wake up now. They can read by 5:30, please wake them, especially by weekend. Okay, when they're not going anywhere, just wake them up by 5. Every 2 to 3 hours, wake your child up to go and read. It will help a lot, and I've told you how to do it. Don't carry them to the toilet. Tap them, call them by name, let them regain consciousness. Hold your hand, lead them to the bathroom, let them go and read. Lead them back to bed, let them come and sleep. It's going to help you a whole lot. Like I said from the beginning of this video, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a little toll on you. You're going to be stressed out the first few weeks, okay? But gradually, your child is going to get used to it, and you will thank yourself for starting in good time, okay? But if you are a teenager and you're still weighing, or you have a teenager who is still weighing, now you also need to imbibe some of this culture to them. They need to stop drinking water at a certain time. They need to stop eating some kind of food that make them thirsty at a certain time of the day, okay? They also need to work on, using an alarm to wake up, to always read. Whenever the alarm rings, they should make sure they go to the bathroom to read. Okay, it's not like a little child that you will need to tap and call. The moment they hear an alarm, they should wake up, go to the bathroom to read, and let the alarm be set in hours interval. Okay, by the time they do that for a period of time, they'll get used to it. That is if it is not a medical condition. But if it is a medical condition, then I would prefer you seek medical advice. Okay, I think some of these things can be corrected, or you just outgrow it. Okay, but I'm speaking to people who really want to get ahead of it, okay, in time, to groom these children to be able to control how they urinate at night. But even at that, guys, please, like I said, cut these kids some slack. Don't go hitting them or popoing them, okay? Don't go popoing your child simply because the child read, and sometimes let me tell you, you wake them 2 hours and they tell you they don't want to read. When they go back to bed, in the next 25 minutes they will read. And you set your alarm for 1 hour 30 minutes time, so some days are just like that. It's part of the training process. Okay, so guys, this video is not supposed to be too long. It's just to let you know some tips and tricks that I actually put into practice that has helped me with my child bedwetting. I'm also going to be practicing same with my daughter when I'm ready to groom her. She's just a year plus, so I'm giving her a little more time. Okay, but right now my son will wake up in the night, tap you, mommy, I want to read. Okay, that day was such an achievement for me. I was like, wow, my son can actually wake up, and that was just like a few months after 3 years. Okay, yes, and now he'll be 4 by August. Okay, so we've been on this for like a few months. Okay, so I can actually tell you it works. All right, so guys, the last but not the least is to pray, especially if it is a medical condition. Okay, there is nothing God cannot do through prayers. So yes, as much as it sounds religious or whatever, please, prayer helps. Prayer helps. In my own case, I will not lie to you, I also told God about it. There's really nothing too small to pray to God about. I told God that I want my kids to stop bedwetting at 3, and a month or 2 after 3 years, my son actually stopped bedwetting carelessly. Okay, so prayer works. Yes. So guys, with that, we've come to the end of this video. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you found it interesting or you picked 1 or 2 from it. If you did, please leave a like on the video and also share it with other persons who you feel will also need the information. Okay, so guys, let me know if there's any video ideas that you want me to do. Okay, drop in the comment section, and also let me know what you think of the tips and tricks that I have dropped here. Okay, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video. Ciao.